Peace. What's going on right now? This is not behind the boards. This is not sample challenges. This is a sample challenge discussion. Like the reasons why, you know, people feel like they don't want to get in this week or they can't get in this week. You know, the reasons why, you know, the reasons why, how they feel about the judging. Like why did this guy didn't win? Why the same people keep winning all the time? Or then we got the, you know, the sample picks. Like why is he picking one song, or can he pick an album, or can, like you were saying, can you pick this kind of music, that kind of music? You know what I mean? You know, the rules, you know what I'm saying? Like 2 minutes and why we only could submit one beat. And I mean, we went through, this has been 3 years. So we went through where reason why it didn't start out. When we first started, the winners had the most likes. Whoever had the most likes was the winner and shit. That's how we started. And Soul City and Arkidelik, they were there and shit, and Eyez and Sparkz came a little bit like in that time and shit. You know what I mean? And Megan too. You know what I mean? And we got out of the likes because you know what happens with the likes is people can have like more friends than another person. Like go on it and like it, go on it and like it, and for that happening, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that's the reason why certain people were winning or not, but that's why we got out of that, you know what I mean? And then the rules of the judging, which y'all know is the winner picks their top, whatever it is, the 60, it's a top 6, 70, top 7, and I have my pick, and Rocco has his pick. If Nikki's there, she has her pick. Or if someone else is here with us and they didn't participate and they want to have their pick, you know, so we want everybody to get there. You know what I mean? We do not point fingers like, yo, this person, we don't, like how you say, we don't, what's it called, certain people and shit. We just, because this is for everybody. This is a community, you know what I'm saying? But we got Analog in here, you know what I mean? We got Mr. Sparkz in here. We got Dave G, which is Organix, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, Organix, Soul City. We got the Beetz. We got Arkidelik. We got Chichan. And so I see you got the Diana. Justin, what's your beat name again?
DJ Phyz.
DJ Phyz, yep. And then Eyez, and we got Murdamegz, who hasn't been in the sample challenges in a while either. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She came to events though. We had events, and I mean, at events I've seen Analog, Sparkz, Arkidelik. I mean, Eyez even flew out here to the United States and came to the event. You know what I mean? Chichan's in another country too, so you know what I mean. And some people are just getting. You know, we get new participants daily. I mean, every week. Like, oh, how do I get involved? And then we got new people. And then my question is why they stick around and they disappear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, anybody got an idea why you would not participate in a certain week? You know what I mean? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody in here? Like,
for me, it's really simple. It's either do I have the time? And if I do have the time, is the sample selection something I feel like working with? That's basically all it is for me.
I guarantee you most of the time it's definitely not your fault, Stress. Like it's either they don't have time or me in my situation, sometimes I'm just lazy and I don't feel like doing anything at all.
That happens with everybody.
That happens with the best of us, man.
Yeah.
And same with me. Like I haven't been in a while. It's not because of any particular reason. It's just, you know, I'm been doing stuff on my own, and at the same time,
and as
I might want to do leisurely stuff. So I'm, like I said, lazy. Like Soul City, like I just maybe next week I'll get in. Then I may not get in the next week.
Right.
So it's really just on me. Just, you know.
Right. It ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah, it ain't got nothing to do with you at all.
Right. And as you can see behind me, I'm living in Boxville because I've been packed up for a while, you know, trying to get my housing situation straight.
Right.
Yep.
I know. Sometimes people will come in. I mean, some people will come in, and then they won't come in for a long time. And I'm like, I'll hit you up. Some of y'all might know. Hit you up like, yo, where you been? It's been a minute since I saw you get in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, boom. And it'll even be to the point where I might have forgot they got in before. You know what I mean? Because I didn't, because they did it like once, like in sample challenge 44, and I don't remember now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know what I mean? If I'm like, okay, like, but to see people I mean, shout out to like Yannick Keller, Restless Mind, and like Sound Mind's Eye, like, who get in every single week.
Yeah.
What,
You know what I mean?
On the flip side of that, it's actually good to have new people coming in and it not just be the same rotation every single week.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear? I don't know if y'all can see me. I just want to say something.
Yep.
By the way, I found out about this whole, sample challenge, everything that's going on with you through my brother in GMG, Good Music Group, Carter Beetz. He shared the link with me, and that's when I got in. As y'all can see probably behind me, I just had a house fire a couple months back in a rental house, now getting ready to go back to my house, and still have tried to make time, a designated time, because that's how producers got to do. If we're going to do this, if we're going to grow, my thing is to network with to the point where we can go just the same with your skills. If you've got a priority to do something for a challenge, period, on a producer's plateau, this is the chance where we can't just stagnate right there. Look like this, man. I love music, so I want to share and make music, and let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's what the whole purpose was. What it was. You see my old video where it said, "Do you make beats?" You know what I mean? It's to sharpen the skills. You know what I mean? To build relationships with a bunch of producers with each other, which has already happened. You know what I mean? And skills. You know what I mean? Like I'm an I've book. The whole Producers Corner built friendships with a lot of people with each other. You know what I mean? It built some built where people stopped messing with us for certain reasons, but it majority brought a community together all around the world. You know what I mean? Like we all have. You go like when I first like requested somebody as a friend, you know what I mean? I might have had like 2 mutual friends. Now I look and I got like 76 mutual friends with this person, 102 mutual friends with this person. Right. Yo, just from putting it together, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that it's because of me it happened. It's because of everybody. You know what I mean? Like this, you know what I mean? Then we got people like Analog who come in and help me out with certain things that I don't know how to do. I mean, Arkidelik has done it with me. A lot of people has done it with me. I don't understand how to do this, how to do that. And they'll sit through with me. You know what I mean? And we all put our parts in it. You know what I mean? And it's not easy. Sometimes I looked at the this week and it was Wednesday and I was like, we only got 6 beats. I'm like, damn, what is it? That they don't like the album? Or is it, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, sometimes that is it, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, that there are samples that, you know, I, for instance, would never choose. You know, and that's not, you know, any shade on anybody else that picks the beat or whatever. It's just that something that I, you know, I just didn't feel I could get anything out of it or didn't want to. You know, it didn't inspire me in any kind of way. So, you know, sometimes I, you know, participate in those weeks because, you know, I'm just trying to sharpen my skills. So, but sometimes I'm just like, you know, I'm just not feeling it. So I don't participate. So
I can tell you this particular week is definitely interesting. This sample is the same sample for about 15 songs. It's about the same with every other track on that record.
Yeah, I was checking that out.
It's good. It's good to push yourself out of the box. Like you don't want to mess with samples that you've probably done 1,000 times or stick to a thing. It pushes your skills if you go with a sample that's a little bit harder for you, I think.
Right.
Well,
yeah, no doubt.
Skills,
that's true, but also the sample, even if it is out of your comfort zone, when you listen to it, it has to be something that just it has to speak to you. Right. It has to speak to you, and you go, "Yo, wait a minute, I could do this with this."
Yeah.
And if you just don't find that, you're not going to really want to work with that sample.
Yeah.
Now, I guarantee you though, since also at the same time, a lot of people have short attention spans. So if it doesn't hit you in that first track, they probably don't want to mess with it.
So the thing is too is we have a sample challenge.
If you do go off the rail and we pick say something's on sample challenge that is out of the norm that you would think,
we try to do that, you know.
Okay, boom, I can see doing that 1 week, and then next week, you know what I mean, give them something to mess with, but see how each individual, if you're getting on there, something else like, oh damn, that's a stamp, you know what I mean, see how their version of it's going to be, bounce around, switch it up a little bit. It seems like the last few weeks we got stuck in a zone, like it was like a few weeks of the same type of sample for the same, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was saying, if you whoever's in the sample challenge group, if you go in the sample challenge group on Facebook, we have a certain groups that's just for the sample challenge. And I posted before, man, I could post again here on this where I'm posting this. Hold on. Give me a second. This stupid, my thing's trying to restart on me and shit, yo.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh man.
So what I do is I post and I'm like, here's a spot where I'll make a new one, a spot where you guys can post stuff that you would like to put in here. And what happens is me and Rocco will go in there and we'll listen to what's there. And what I look for, I look for like something that's not kind of like repetitious, something that's not like that has drums in it, you know what I mean, like open shit, you know what I mean, and something that's got, you know, like a certain amount of time, so it's not like 3 minutes or 2 minutes, you know what I mean, so all the beats don't sound the same. And then when I look for, I try not to go over 80, I try to go 80, you know, 79, 70, I try to stay in that under behind it, you know what I mean, like, but there's like stuff that sometimes they'll come out with like a 2004 video game thing, and I'll be like, oh shit, okay, this might work and shit, you know what I'm saying, but it's to each their own, you know what I mean? And the thing about it too is you know how Facebook and artists is now, like if they recognize you playing a sample for too long, they can just boot you off like you're DJing playing a song, you know what I mean?
It's not always the sample though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, and I can only speak for myself, but like, for example, the last 4 months, I've been really creative, just on a creative like tangent, just creating, you know, my own shit. And like, to go into sampling, like I know myself, so like for me, if I were to go like, all right, I'm gonna start sampling some shit, it would mess my chi up, right? It would kind of, for me, I'm just speaking for me. So like I'm sure there's other producers that feel that same way too, where they're, you know, sometimes you want to just make some original shit, and when you get into that original music zone, right, it's hard for me sometimes to bounce back over to that other sample world, because I'm going to be thinking, well, shit, rather than sample this, why don't I just replay the chords? That's all I want anyway, is the chord progression that's in it. So let me use this technology that I have to do that, make my own loop out of it, warp it, mess with it. And then, you know what I mean? And then when I get bored with that, go back into sampling. But that's just me. And that's, again, one of the reasons why I haven't actually been in. I had a little time to reflect on it, is because I have been working on a lot of original shit. And I've just been inspired by just doing original stuff, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, that's where I am musically right now. It doesn't really have anything to do with any particular sample, whether I think the sample's good or bad. It's just I'm not in that space personally, musically, right now. Will I be back in
placements too? So you don't want
I'm in a, you know, and producers understand this. You might get in a zone where you're doing a type of like you're feeling something and you're doing that. And then you might move over to do something else. And a lot of us like to play with different genres. You might want to play around with, you know, jungle for a month just to figure out how the hell did they make that shit do that, and you know what I mean? So it could be that producers do go through those stages of where they're working on things and they want to isolate themselves from everything and don't listen to nothing because they want to just like come up with their own original ideas, you know?
Absolutely.
Personal, like, so
definitely.
Nothing to do with you, and sometimes it doesn't even have to do with the sample at all.
But analog does bring up a good thing. Well, at least something that I thought of. Instead of just samples, why don't you try? Okay, this week no samples. Give me a joint that's mainly saw wave, or give me a joint that's mainly square wave, or whatever.
Yeah, but all that's not fair. I mean, what y'all talking about is cool, but that's just not fair because it's a sample challenge. I mean, those guys that was in behind the boards, they fucking sample. You know what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, it's a challenge. It's not an exhibition. It's an underground competition, but it's a challenge. So sampling is the essence of hip hop. It ain't never going nowhere. So when you say I want to make original beats, when I make a beat out of a sample, it's still an original beat because when I play it, ain't nobody on the earth playing that imagination from my mind but me. If I'm sitting in the car right now playing a beat, ain't nobody else on earth playing that beat.
Hey, he read my mind.
And that makes it original. So when you say I'm gonna take a sample and replay it, okay, all you did was
no, but he's saying for what he where he's right now in his life right now.
Yeah, I'm just talking about me personally, where I am in my musical space. You know what I mean? Like I just want to make shit. I just want to make my own shit. You know.
But don't you have more than one musical window? Don't you got more than one window in your house?
Absolutely, yeah.
So then that's what I'm saying. So I don't understand what the complaints be when it comes to the sample challenge. I ain't trying to be a bonehead about it, but I'm just saying, like, that's why I got into it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do it. That's why I'm doing it.
I don't think anybody in here has actually complained about anything during this particular call. You know?
Oh, no. I'm talking about in general, Analog. I'm talking about in general. Now, nobody in here. I talk to y'all almost on twice, 2 times, 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So nobody in here, I mean, that I originally talked to. I'm just saying that if it's a sample challenge, we have to accept it for what it is. That's why I told you, Chris, that you should do a random challenge every now and again so niggas can show what they can do, whether it's a sample or not. And then you can just judge on which is the best beat from that criteria. Even if you do it once a month, that shit fun. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like yeah. Like he can use a drum break or something, and then we can make the beat of it.
Change it at all? I don't think he should change it at all. I think like my whole point is like if people don't get in, they just don't get in. The wheels keep turning. It doesn't change the essence of what it is. You don't change what it is. You just continue, and then people will get back on that train again. They might jump off, take a rest stop here and there, but they can jump back on. The train got to keep moving because when the people circle back to get back on the train has to be there.
Right. But if you start adding cars to the caboose, to the rest of the train,
don't change anything. Leave it alone. Yeah. It's a sample challenge. Let it be what it is, but don't take it personal if you don't get the numbers that you would expect. Because that's just a thing.
Right. Somebody else might be already in their creative state where they are making something and, like you said, jump into something that's original or not using any samples because that's where you are in your musical space. But regardless, Producer's Corner has the sample challenge.
Right.
So if that is the workout for a producer, if that's the type of exercise, we're not doing chin-ups today, we're doing pull-ups. This is the sample challenge. Now, some people aren't. It would be up to everybody, I guess, and especially you, Chris, as far as like saying, okay, well, this is Producer's Corner. This is the sample challenge. Boom. We're doing this every week, and it's the next challenge, like that. Boom. But at the same time, if that's what everybody's kind of looking at, maybe like once a month, or like you said, maybe even like a different section of Producer's Corner. Like we got this every week. It ain't going up.
Right.
That Beetz over here. Like, check this out. Look, I want y'all to listen to this. Just judge this beat. Just judge it. You know?
Similar to what you're doing with Behind the Boards, but along the lines of what he's saying with like a different type of beat.
Yeah, like the head-to-head. I do something else.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a different entity, a different department of your damn building.
Right.
You know
I'm already thinking about it.
I walk in your house, I can go over here and check out Behind the Boards. Nah, let me go over here and check out the sample challenge. Nah, let me go over here and check out the head-to-head.
Right. And especially once you start driving all that to your site, you'll have more people coming in because you have people that come for the sample challenge. You have people that come for the random challenge. You have people that come for the head-to-heads. People come from Behind the Boards.
That will be good for Twitch. That's where you need to start going to Twitch when you have all that stuff.
I just think the random challenge will be good for our competitive nature and what we do on a regular basis. I make beats that I wish y'all could hear all the time, but I can't play them because you feel me.
But I think the topic of discussion is just to entice people specifically for the sample challenge as of right now.
I agree. But these things we talking about can help entice them to bring them in.
That's the reason why we're doing this.
Yeah,
exactly the reason.
That's it. Just keep doing what you've been doing. I mean, just and you know.
That's why I was thinking, like you said, throw it in every once in a while, maybe like, every other week, once a month, throw it in like the random, like you said. So that way will bring people, and we got to do our part too. Because this is a family. We're growing as a producer's corner. We're together.
Yeah.
Producers. There's some people who just listen to it because they're listening to it, the tracks to freestyle over. I know.
Yeah. What Skyzoo said the other day in the podcast, he said, man, fuck it. I'm gonna tell y'all anyway. This the producer's corner. And I was like, shit, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, he felt comfortable doing that shit because, hey, this is the producer's corner. I'm about to do it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, because he was for the producers for his album. He's like, okay, all right. I usually don't tell, like, you know what I mean?
Well, I would say, if you want to build numbers, I would say one way to go is just to make it a little less frequent. Instead of every week, make it bi-weekly. You know, gives more time for people to actually come up with something, finish it, and then go ahead and post it. And then let's just build on out.
and that's when you can do your other show, bro. You can do your other show between that. So every fortnight have the sample challenge and whatever else you have the other week.
And making it less frequent builds anticipation for when it
Well,
actually happens.
And it gives your mentals a break.
Right.
The
But I was
negative
thinking,
could have the fact of if people have that break, they might be, that sample that was given anyway might not be on there what their wave is anyway at the time. They might forget and then
the other one
fall away. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion.
I'm kind of on the fence about going bi-weekly because for me, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm new to beat making. I've been a DJ for 40 years, but DJing is something beat making is something that I'm just getting heavy into. So the volume of it helps me increase my abilities, I guess, if you will.
Yeah, like shadowbox.
Yeah, exactly. It builds my chops, you know what I mean? So, I listened to some beats that I did like when we were in like the 30s and 40s or whatever. And I'm like, yo, that shit is whack. But at the time I was like, yo, this is kind of dope. Let's do it now. And I'm like, oh, that shit is terrible.
I feel that way about the
me too, bro.
I feel that way about the
I think we've all been there.
But so for me, the volume allows me to kind of do something a little different every week.
Right.
You know what I mean? It improves somewhat. I think, whether or not it improves, that's, to the ear of the beholder.
Neither here nor there.
Like when I first got, my MPC, it was like, the steepest learning curve I've ever had because I didn't come from that MPC legacy. Like my first drum machine was like an Alesis, HR 16 or something.
remember that shit? Yeah, I had that.
That
shit
sound like a gun. I'm about to fly. SR 16.
It's a weapon.
Yeah, but and I look, so it was very limited, and you had to have, some other stuff to go along with it. And I just thought, I'll just have a drum machine and I'll be good. So then I kind of got out of it, and then got back into it when it came out with the Renaissance, and then I got an X, and man, it's night and day in comparison. So for me, it helps me learn about what I'm using, and learning about the construction of songs in general. So the frequency helps me out a lot, but I also see your point with, making it less frequent so that people kind of build anticipation. I kind of agree with that too. So I'm on the fence.
I mean, I like the. I mean, every week I know I got to do it, but I kind of like. I don't want to do it every other week because that means we're starting to drift away to go. You know what I mean? Like I just want to just. I don't think that there's no other people, that are doing these videos or whatever every week that's on their 160 something week, still doing it like that.
Right. I was gonna say that too.
You know what I'm saying? Like boom, and people could be like, "Damn, Producer's Corner." I get this all the time. I see people post something bad about the Producer's Corner, and then I watch who's commenting on it and liking what they say. And I'm like, yo, just tell me. Like, you don't got to go out there and say it to the people. You know what I mean? Like, yo, because we're all family. So not only I'm going to feel a certain way, the rest of the people are going to feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, yo, like, why is this person? I usually find out by somebody telling me. Like, yo, this person said this about this. And I go look and I'm like, why? What did the producer's corner do to you to make you want to go do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it has, the producer's corner is nothing but to help everybody, like you said, to get better, sharpen your skills, build relationships with people. You know what I'm saying?
Also our music that's actually being, we are the content. Our work, our vision, content. So that's kind of like disrespecting us as a whole.
Yeah, it's not just anybody who be wearing a shirt like this is disrespecting that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they're like, yo, and getting involved. You know what I mean? Because we all get involved some way or somehow. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I mean? If you have like if you really like people watching now, you know, people that probably some people that'll be watching this after seeing it, just come to me and tell me what you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put it out there. There's people who has done it and who has came back, and Rocco don't want to fuck with that people because of that shit. You know what I mean? Because Rocco's real serious when it comes to loyalty about shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? But he just doesn't, like, yo, just let it go. We gotta just move forward. We can't fucking reflect on no negativity. We gotta just keep moving forward and shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Because negativity could just erase shit quick. You know what I mean? It's easy to fucking destroy. It's fucking hard to build. You know what I mean? So it's like,
what a bunch.
You know what I mean? It's been years. It's 3 years in. You know what I mean? We doing this. You know what I mean? We had anniversaries. We had people situated. Everybody gets together and just. I remember the first year anniversary. Sparkz was there. Soul City was there. Who else was there that was in here? I mean, me and Rocco. What happened was they came. It was the first time everybody really got to, you know, probably like 14 of us or something. And I remember they got the room and shit with Augustine and you know, I mean, you remember Sparkz and yo, I leave a Megan was there too. And I go back, I get in there with Preach. We know what I mean, I used to say Jack Hughes, you know what I'm saying? We went in there, walk in there, and everybody's got this shit all set up. There's like 6 or 7 of them, and they're all rocking, making beats in the fucking hotel room. I'm like, yo, this is dope. And you know what I mean? And they all met each other. This is where early signs, and it was a year. I was like, this is dope. This is like, okay. And then we did the, you know, the second year anniversary, the 100th sample challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to just bring the people together, I just don't understand, like.
It was playlist retreat before playlist retreat, right?
Right.
It was dope. You know what I mean? And
that young.
It's a bunch of people who actually don't even know who each other are. You know what I mean? Me and Arkidelik go back since like 94. We made music
way
together,
back.
you know what I mean? Started producing together and everything, you know what I mean? And we already, you know what I mean? And he sees it too. Like he, you know what I mean? He watches, you know what I mean? Because we're part of a crew with Rocco. We're all DOS Media. We're a crew, you know what
Stress was my producer.
Yeah, and he saw like that. I remember when I first made a beat in front of him, and he goes, "That's all you do is shit." That's it. Like, boom. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, "Oh shit." That, you know, man, I used to go out. I used to love going out and out. He'd be like, "I'll just stay in the crib." And make shit. I'm like, "All right, come on." This dude got 4 songs, the beats and the rhymes, the songs, write the whole songs. I'm like, yo, damn. You know what I mean? Like, moment. But anyways, the togetherness is just what this whole purpose is. So that's why that's why I wanted to do the discussion. You know what I mean? And I guess what Anna was saying, like, it is what it, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's just that sometimes I'm like, just wondering, like, what made you not want to get in? Do you not feel the producer's corner anymore? What is it? You know what I mean? Because is it getting boring? You know what I mean? Like,
I got one suggestion, and I would like to hear anybody else's opinion on it. Like, what if one week you had a sample challenge just the way it is? You know what I mean? With having a sample that we got to work with, however it's picked. But also that week it's a sample challenge plus the beat you make from that sample, put a acapella to it. 1 verse acapella. You only got 2 minutes. So, you know what I'm saying? Might be like this sample, and I'm like, damn, that Jada Kiss verse would be nasty on that.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
can't do remixes though. That's how Facebook.
Oh, okay.
They'll kick you off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you rap, I don't care if you do it. You know what I mean? That's on you. Like, I never told nobody they couldn't put their own vocals on the shit. You know what I mean? It's just that when you do the remix, You know what I mean? Like you're putting some.
Yeah,
Facebook will kick you off.
If you remember, I did that one time, and some people felt a way about it. Because you know the beat that I ended up making, I liked it so much that I wrote to it and turned it into a song. So that's what I submitted, and some people kind of felt a way about that.
Well, they should have shut up because there's no verse.
And this is our crime. I mean, let's be real. Anybody that's here didn't just one day say, "Oh, I'm gonna get a beat machine and I'm gonna make this type just because." You know what I mean? It's because you've been influenced by something that you've been listening to and been a part of for a minute.
Yeah. I used to wonder because like you were saying with the drum machine, I bought a drum machine like the early 90s, 91, 90. I had the HR, I had the little drum, the Boss drum machine from, you know what I mean? It was, you could put batteries in it and you could plug it in. I used to plug it in my tape deck in the car to play beats, you know, freestyle, whatever. It's like 91, maybe 90, 91, you know, before, you know, when you're doing the tape, you know, remember the tape, press rewind, put, you can make the beat and shit.
Pause tapes.
Yeah, but when I got the drum machine, I'm like, why ain't none of these sounds that I'm hearing on these fucking albums on this drum machine? Like, none of these drum sounds sound like them drum sounds. And then, like, I got to give a shout out to my man, Freddie Fred. Like I said it in my video and I did it a long time ago. He, like Arkidelik, watch how I did it. That's how Fred showed me. I was like, yeah, that's all you're doing is going to some old records that fucking nobody even knew about. And that's where we were getting them drums from. I thought people were actually playing them shits. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom. I was like, you know, when I heard like, you know, like Can't Touch This or something, I knew that was just a selling record. I didn't know that was still the same thing they were sampling. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom. And I was like, that's it. That's all motherfuckers are doing. Like, I'm trying to find keyboards with them sounds and drum machines with them drum sounds, and I can never find them. You know what I mean? So I seen him actually sample in front of me and do that shit. Like the same thing Arkidelik saw me do. And I'm like, damn, that's it? They were like, yo, I'm gonna fucking make some shit now and shit. You know what I mean? Like, boom, because you always search for them. I mean, now people like where the level like Analog's at now, he already knew he's extended that. Now he's looking for the sounds instead of the samples and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then I guess he's placing, so he doesn't have to worry about no sample clearance and shit. You know what I mean? Like when you guys already know when it comes to the point where you're placing on shit, you don't gotta worry about you're owning your own shit, so you don't gotta worry about nobody coming suing you or telling you can't use it because of a certain reason. You know what I mean? So there's nothing wrong. I think being able to play shit and be real dope at it is fucking real genius and shit. You know what I mean? Like, and to be like, yo, where'd you get that sample from? Be like, nah, that's me and shit. Like, word, I thought that was a fucking sample and shit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that shit, like that, to do that, it will blow my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what blows my mind. Because some people do the playing stuff, but you can tell. You know what I mean? You can tell because they don't have the sound correct, so you can tell. But when I had my man one time, I had a Triton and I left it at his house, my man Bless. And then, you know, I went to go grab it because I was going to sell it. And he's like, yo, it's some of these beats I made on it. And I swear I thought he was sampling, and he showed me he was playing it. He made it sound like he was sampling and shit. And I was like, yo.
Man.
I mean, it's dope. You know what I mean? But I appreciate y'all coming here for this discussion. I mean, anybody got any ideas or anything else to add into it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I reckon, like, you know, maybe the winner can pick a sample, just one track, and maybe Chris can pick a track, and then maybe the group can pick a track. Because sometimes when you get a whole album, it can all sound the same. But if you have 3 different people picking a track, and then maybe we can make a beat out of one of those 3 tracks, so it'll be different. It's got to cater to someone's liking.
The only thing about that is when I do the post. What am I gonna put a picture on the bottom and shit? You understand what I'm saying? Like, boom, you know. I mean, there was a point where I wasn't putting them with the picture on the bottom of YouTube, but then people were like, "Oh, I can't find it." But now if they just click on it, it takes you right to it. You know what I'm saying? So,
as far as obtaining submissions, man, I would say target the people that's actually looking for the challenge. Like I know my man Derek right under me. Shit, man, we was chilling with the beat conductors for a while up until we finally got him into these challenges. He was actually looking for the challenge. He was actually looking for a challenge. He was actually looking for a way to, I guess, you know, extend his arsenal. So I would just target those types of folks.
Well, that's what's good for you when you was doing all the beat conductor stuff. You was there with the hat or the shirt on and shit. Like, remember we went to the joint in Brooklyn, and then we saw the dude in there, and he had the white with the producer's corner shirt on. I'm like, yo, who's that? Yo, and I'm like, I was like, yo, and I was like, yo,
that was E21. That was E21.
Yeah, yo, and I didn't have no idea who he was. We walk in, this dude walks in, but he's got the producer's corner shirt on. I'm like, yo, who is that? And they'd be like, yo, he's like, wait, y'all the producer's corner? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh shit. He just goes, I just bought the shirt because I thought it was dope and I want to wear it. I'm like, oh, that's what's up. So it's like,
rather not go back to that day, man. I got my ass whooped that day.
Doc Braz used my MPC 2500 with that one. Shout out to Doc Braz. But yeah, but that's, you know what I mean? I mean, I'll go in. I don't know if everybody's in here is in the sample group, sample challenge group. You know what I mean? What I do is I'll put a thing and people post whatever you feel that we should use. You know what I mean? And then, I mean, it's what I'll go by for the recent, whatever's got the most likes or whatever. I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? And I'll use that one. Because usually I go by me and Rocco, we'll pick. You know what I mean? We'll pick. We'll be like, okay, which one should we use? This one is too short. This one's fucking this, that. This one's too repetition.
I've been saying, bro, you just need to go into your stash every week, close your eyes, and do this.
Right, right.
Rhythm roulette.
Just pick one.
Rhythm roulette.
But definitely that random shit, man. We need to
try. Rocco was, see, I got a whole bunch, but I got records like this. You know what I mean? And Rocco was like, let me go through records and I'm gonna pull someone out. And you
shit like that makes it more fun too, because you don't know. You're like, oh, what the fuck is he gonna pick? That shit could be anything. It could be Thriller. Or it could be some Al Jolson or some shit, like you just don't know.
You got over 6,000 records, man. You can't tell me there's nothing up on that shelf, man.
That would be fun. I'm just saying.
I mean, a lot of them are hip hop records, but so like,
I think like every once in a while, do a show where you kind of critique the samples. Why did I choose, this song versus something else? So that to kind of give feedback, you know what I mean?
The thing about doing it with this bass, everybody is from all over the world. You know what I mean? So you don't know who's looking for what or what people looking for. You know what I mean? Everybody's looking for totally something different. Every producer is on their own stage in their own mind in their time in life and shit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this is what I'm looking for right now. That's not what I'm fucking with. You know what I mean? Like,
but every producer doesn't pick the songs. I'm talking about the people that make that choose the winners.
Oh, okay.
Just do something separate where you say, okay, these are the winners this week, and this is
if
why I
chose. A show.
Yeah, we had a show like that. Yeah. Analog had
we used to, Analog. I'm trying to get everybody.
All right, we'll bring back the after show if Bender is the co-host.
Bender's got to be awake when you're doing it. Bender's got to be awake. You know, are you kidding?
We need Bender's unadulterated views.
I second that.
Bender is out of all the people in this room is the most thorough about checking shit on this shit. He's the fucking most fucking thorough. He'll come to me, Chris, why did you pick that shit? Chris, fucking, why is it fucking these people winning? And he'll fucking ask me, yo, he's the most thorough with that shit with me and shit. And he doesn't do it to be an asshole. He does it because he really cares about this shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm like, you know what I mean? And he always been like that with me and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you can't hear you, brother. Something's wrong with your mic.
But Dave, we had a show called The After Show, by the way.
Yep.
And so what you're talking about, like we that's exactly what we did. And we're gonna bring it back. It's gonna come back very soon. As a matter of fact, Chris and I are going to talk offline about it tonight. I think I think that the after show did bring an element, right? It did actually bring it, and people actually wanted. They were asking for it, so it's like, you know, after it stopped, people like, yo, where the fuck is the after show type of show? You know,
well, I think it's good for people to justify
here he is.
who they're picking, because we've had some fucking shockers the last few months.
That's why he has to be the co-host right there.
We've got people picking their friends and picking people because they live in the same country and doing all that sort of fucking mess. And let's not say it hasn't been happening, because it fucking has been. Some of, I don't even think half of the people that win even know the criteria of why they should be winning beat in the first place.
Yeah.
They go, oh, that's the shit I like. Doesn't matter if it's mixed like a fucking bunch of shit. That's fine. Like, or I'm gonna pick it. You know?
No,
like,
man, you're so mean, man. You're so mean.
So, camera, then they have to fucking justify their selection, don't they? Like, we can get up in the fucking chat and like people control the fuck out of them if they don't fucking don't agree with their choices, and that's the responsibility.
We would put people on the spot and say, you know, why did you pick that? Why did you, you know, tell us how and why you know, chose this piece of the sample or that, or why did you go this direction? So, yeah.
No, so
why did you pick a winning beat that shows up at +3 dB when you look at it on your on your sound? Like, there's no excuse for that.
Yeah. It's true.
Like, chuck a limiter on your master fader. Do something.
Yeah.
Like,
but the good thing about it is it gives the people that get in the top 5 like recognition. People get to know what they look like or who they are, and a little bit about them. So it's a good idea that way too.
Yeah, because for people who don't know that I mean, bunch of them that don't know about the after show, what happened was Analog would have the show where, say if there was a top 3, the top 3 winners would be in the show. The recent winner would be in the show, and then me and Analog and Rocco would be in the show with it. You know what I mean? And we would talk to them and ask them why they picked them, who was first, second, and third, or whatever. You know what I mean? And Analog would have it all set up. You go look on the YouTube. I believe there's 8 shows, 8 after shows. You'll see in the previous, if you go, that they're on it. Because every time he did it, I would post it on our YouTube too, and he would post it on his YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So
you were drunk out of your mind for 3 of them.
I don't know. It was in the morning sometimes, so I don't know.
We had fun though. We had fun. The after show, it was just like, it was mostly clowning, but at the same time serious about like, okay, come on, like, why did you that type of shit. It was a conversation. You know what I mean? So
you know, I think that would help people to understand. You know, because now it's just like, you know, you go behind the curtain and then certain songs get picked. And, you know, no one knows why. You know, no one, you know, they may say, oh, well, you know, that shit was whack. Why did he pick that? Why did he pick mine? You know.
Yeah. Oh, no, exactly. But he would also have,
people
like,
walk away as a result.
And have, like, sample packs or something for the winner or some shit. He used to reach out, you know what I mean? Like, such going to win this for winning first place and shit, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
It was dope, you know what I mean? I know you got caught up doing a whole bunch of stuff, so you had to stop at that time and shit, like, boom, but it was dope. It was dope. It was another element. You know, we had the sample challenges, and then we had that, and now we got the behind the boards, you know what I mean? We do different things. People, it brings us together, you know what I mean? Like, to want to get in the sample challenge, want to be involved in that shit. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I want it. This is dope. This is something I'm going to look forward to. You know what I mean? I know a lot of producers tell me that. They hit me up. They're like, I look forward to every week to hear my beat getting played with other producers with the same. You know, and people tell me that.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
I like listening to other people to hear what they heard. You know, if we all have the same,
right?
You know, I may pick, you know, this, and then someone else will pick something that I completely, you know, looked over. Like, oh,
right.
Yeah, but sometimes other producers will try to pick something they don't think someone else is going to pick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think producers try to do, and then they're like, because they don't want to use the obvious. You know what I mean? They're like, damn, he's had the same mentality as me. You know what I mean? So you don't know.
Yeah, the one I did 2 weeks ago, there's only one person that, like, I picked like a section of a bass line out of the song, and there's only one other person that picked it. I was like, oh, damn, he heard it too.
Right. That's the joy of it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Right. And battlers like Meg, the Beetz, sometimes Bender, you know, those same folks, man, that picked your same section of sample, they'd be like, all right, who did it better?
Yeah.
Well, you have to pick the same section of the sample sometimes. Have you heard some of those samples?
Yo, Craig, I want you to pick next week's, all right? So I don't want to hear Craig's picking next week's.
Yeah, there should be no excuses. There should be no.
You go. What does your shirt say? Sausage facts. What does that shit say? Like, yo, what does your shirt say?
Yeah, Marcello's.
I thought because it
said savage facts.
I'm like sausage facts.
Sausage facts.
Definitely said savage facts.
I thought that shit said sausage joke. But the way your shirt was like this. You know, like, yo.
All right, I have to take off, so I'm going to say peace and good night, good day to everybody. Good chopping it up with y'all.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll see you next time.
All right, brother.
Peace, bro.
Peace.
Yeah, but
I love it. That's made my day. I'm not gonna. I can't be happy wearing a t-shirt now. I got to get one.
Sausage fakes.
And it's gonna have a little produced by Martello on the back.
Oh shit! I forgot about. Shout out to Martello, man. Yo, he told me he got in the sample challenge this week. He told me that. I think.
Oh, true.
But he ain't posted it. He does that all the time, and he want me to just play it. I'm like, yo, post it, man. I remember he was at a point where he was winning a lot, and then I tell him I won. He's like, again, I don't want to win anymore. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I don't know. He told me that's one of the reasons why he wants other people to. I'm like, everybody. I mean, we're in a point where we're actually in a point where there's a whole bunch of new people that was way different than 40 fucking challenges ago. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Like, some people still come in and, you know what I mean? Like Chichan and Bender and, you know what I mean? Eyez and, you know what I mean? Sparkz, Sparkz likes to send me the beat while I'm on the show all the time. Yo, it's in the email. He sent me the, but did you send me the MPC file the last week? His whole, I pressed on this thing and my MPC thing pulls up on my screen and shit. I'm like, why are you sending me this? Like, yo, the MPC,
I was in a rush.
The program pulls up on my show.
You did it,
Sparkz got like 8 fucking MPCs, like 17 keyboards, and that MPC 2500 and analog picture used to be Sparkz. It used to be Sparkz. It's just like, yo.
Yeah, and Craig's got one of Sparkz's MPCs too.
See? And I'm waiting for my 3000. I wait, you're supposed to even at the analog, right? Well, analog's
you still didn't get that 3000.
So that X2400.
Nah, man. Once I have the S2400, I would probably never touch the 3000. Like, I had the 61 for so long. It was just literally like a piece, like a museum. Like, it would just sit there for me to look at. It would be the same thing. Like, it's a beautiful machine, but like, why would I? Just for the torture of it, maybe I'll use it every once in a while. You know what I mean? But if like to really seriously work, that S2400 is gonna be an amazing piece of equipment to have. I'm very excited about it.
Me too, man. I'm freaking.
I do the same thing with my 2018 too.
Yeah.
I just sit there and let it sit.
You just look at it.
Look at it.
You know what I mean? But you just look at it. You know, I know.
Nick, you'll be straight back on the fucking MV8000 after like 2 weeks of being on the 20.
Yo, who? Oh, Sparkz had it. I'm like, yeah.
That's my favorite.
Sparkz had it for like 3 weeks. Now he don't even got it in there no more. Sparkz put it back in the storage, right?
I had 3 MVs. I sold my first one, bought it again, found another one, bought another one. Then I sold.
Yo. Yeah. Grimes bought one, and he's like, I'm gonna make the illest beats, and he bought it. Shit like me, and fucking that he's been trying to sell it since, yo, and it's been like 4 years, yo. You know
if I'm lying, I'm dying. It took Sparkz 2 weeks to make a kick and a snare pattern that somewhat sounded like it was looping. Am I lying, Bender? Bender, back me up on this.
No, too much machine, but I know it's good for a laugh. That's all I'll say.
Some people make dope beats with that shit. You know what I mean? But it's not.
There's that one guy, drops his videos in from time to time. He's not bad, you know. The
you talking about Intense, DJ Intense?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
he's nice with that thing. There's another couple people too. I mean, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I mean, we're extending on here. You know, I'm gonna we can still stay on, but I'm gonna cut the recording. Anything left to say about the sample challenges? Like, to get in, right? Can I get an amen? Get in the sample challenges.
Yeah.
Do you make beats? Get in the sample challenges.
But not only that.
I don't know when.
Like,
yeah, Megan, I've been waiting for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, I wait for you to come up here. Next time you come up here, you gotta bring one of them shirts. I'll buy it off you. I gotta, you know what I mean? Bring me a shirt and shit.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
I'll get you cash, you know what I mean?
I'm definitely getting the challenges. I've been going through some things. I'm trying to get into nail tech school, of course, beauty school again. Number 2, I just suffered from a loss of a friend.
Sorry,
a few days ago.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. And as soon as I just dropped the beat tape in August, so after that, I almost felt ill because I stood up all night for like 3 days trying to get that shit done. Almost fainted. I've just been taking a break for 2 months. I said, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and take a break just to, just get my mental right and everything, so that way I could come back with the, make a good content. Just make a dope comeback. That's all.
Yeah, we need the females watching too. You know, Sharita's supposed to come in, but I know she just got out of work. We actually shout out to Sharita because she brought Mike Check to the producer's corner and shit. Remember them being in the car?
So we have to
make
blame
beats right here. And I'm like, ooh.
Mike
and Mike became part of us. You know what I mean? Right after that, like, boom.
Okay.
Yeah, Sharita brought Mike to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I was doing my own thing heavy anyway. I was like, why not?
Right.
I mean, and everybody in here is from everywhere else. It's crazy. It's like we're all fucking around everywhere and shit. It's crazy, man.
They're down the street.
Megan, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What are you using as of now? I'm sorry to cut you off, but what are you using as of now?
As far as like drum machines and samplers?
Yes, because I've seen you like post up a couple of drum machines in the past. Which is your go-to right now?
I'm currently working with the MK3, the machine MK3 right now. I'm trying to switch over to the machine Plus because I don't have to use a computer. I'm more into the machine than the MPC. I mean, the MPCs are dope. Of course, it's legacy. But what I want to do is I want to move over to something that I don't have to use. Of course, I got the MPC1. I've used that thing in, I don't know, since I bought it. So I'm going to try to get back into it, but I'm stuck with the machine. I don't know what to do. That's all I know is the machine. And then, funky.
Go with what works.
Whatever works.
I'm just working with what works for me. But I'm trying, like I said, I'm gonna try to get them the Machine Plus. That's what I want. That's what
Soul City's been waiting for. You get it yet?
I canceled that shit.
He's like, I'm getting it tomorrow. They ain't getting it tomorrow. They ain't get it yet.
I heard they're in stock.
I got my refund. I got my refund. I canceled that shit. I was tired of waiting.
Soul City, the
I'm so glad you did that.
You probably won't get it till like June and
I'm
shit.
so glad you did that.
But yeah,
why'd you cancel it?
But yeah,
I'm never
about this for how long last night?
I'm never using Sweetwater again. I'm never using Sweetwater again.
Bullshit for 2 or 3 weeks.
Your program built right now.
You could have sent it to me.
Oh, holy shit, I flipped my phone and shit.
If I got it, I wouldn't send it to anybody because I'd be actually using it. But since they haven't sent it to
why
me
did you send it to me?
you got a billion machines at your house, man. Tripping.
Beetz, what you got? What do you use?
Machine, mostly. I mean, I got a 2500 and 1000, but they're collecting dust at the moment.
And a 404.
Yeah, and a 404. Okay, that's a lot of performances.
You got 6 different machines, man.
Hey, man, you know.
Yeah, you know.
I got a Plus though. That's what I really want. But
man, all right.
But the thing about the Plus that pissed me off. The thing about the Plus that pissed me off was the fact that you have to have
like if you have an older laptop, it's a wrap because everything has to be up to date with it. So it's not completely standalone. Like it is, but it's in order to upgrade it.
You'll still have to check all the stuff out anyway, wouldn't you?
It doesn't have an upgrade over Wi-Fi functionality. It has to be connected to a host to do like a firmware update and all that.
Right.
Well, I guess that makes sense for the hardware firmware. But that is kind of a. I mean, yeah, I see your point. Because you have to have the most up-to-date architecture to be able to do that firmware update device to device.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yo, analog.
Getting me a new MacBook anyway because I kept mine for like 7 years. So I gotta wind up. I'm gonna wind up getting it because they got a new. I heard they got a new OS or something like that. I forgot the name, but it's supposed to be a whole new operating system or something like that. But I can't upgrade it because my hardware is like 7 years old.
Yeah, Apple's moving to Apple Silicon. It's amazing. It's amazing technology for music and video. It's absolutely mind-boggling, the performance enhancements in this Apple Silicon. And the ability to actually write applications that work on Mac OS and iOS. So like that's crazy too, to be able to run
this is awesome.
an app that can run on iOS on Mac OS is pretty
Yep.
I'm gonna end the recording. We can stay on, yo. Do you
Well,
make
I'm
me
about to
challenges?
I'm actually about to work on my sample challenge.